Hello. Yeah, that I have to change that. Hello guys, welcome back to Spoken Essays. I am Harshal and you are watching the JavaScript tutorial. I will work on this. Apparently there were some problems with the previous live videos. You'll be able to see 8 seconds and 3 seconds live videos. I'll remove them shortly, but yeah, let's go back to where we were. Just a second, then let me readjust a few things. I'll keep the mic off. Hello guys, welcome back. I am Harshal and you are watching the HTML tutorial. Let's begin from where we left off. Somehow my stream health was not very good, but now we have an excellent connection, so we can continue. Okay, so let's see what this is. Is that mic level good enough? There is too much sound. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So what does this say? Yeah, we were going through some getter and setter functions. So first we put the constructor, of course. This time the constructor is a little bit different. You can see there's an underscore here. Interesting stuff. There's an underscore here again. Maybe they'll explain to us later. It is convention to precede the name of a private variable, so this is a private variable and that's why you put an underscore. However, the practice itself does not make a variable private. So this doesn't make it private, but it is it's a marker. If you see this, then you must understand that it is a private variable. Okay, anyway, so constructor author, this thing probably takes a function author. Okay, what does this function do? So this is a function called get, not a function called get. It's a getter function. So it's a getter function, and it has a name writer, and it says return this author, literally this. Okay, return this dot author. And for setter we write whatever set and then writer, and then it's taking an argument called updated author. So if you're going to change the name of the author, so get writer is in get the author's name, get set writer is in get the author's change the author's name. Yeah, So say this dot author updated author. Okay, we'll probably put this value. This will be an input most probably. Okay, I see. So the argument that has been given. Okay. Acha. So let's say I pass an argument and I give it author. Nice. Okay, what does this do? It declares a variable called novel equals new. So they're instantiating the book class, and it is given the author value anonymous. So this is author, this is author, this is author. Okay, cool. Instantiated. Now we write console.novel.writer if you want to find out what the value of the writer is. So whenever we write the function novel.writer, it will return the name of the author, as in this. If we write novel.writer equals new author, then it will use the setter function and it will set the value of updated author to new author or whatever. And then if we write interesting, console will display the strings anonymous and new author. So we are adding new values. I think where did we use get in here? I have no clue. Maybe if I read this again, notice the syntax used to invoke the getter and setter. Yeah, they do not even look like functions. Yes, they do not. Getters and setters are important because they hide internal implementation details. It is use the class keyword to create a thermostat class. We use the class keyword and then we write thermostat. Is that how you write it? No, STAT, small s. Okay. After you do that, you open curly brackets. Inside the curly brackets, first you write the constructor class. Not the class, it's not a class. You write the constructor function. We write what do we want? Let's look at you. What does this want? Use a class keyword to create a thermostat class. The constructor accepts a Fahrenheit temperature. Okay, Fahrenheit temperature, TEMP, I think, yeah, TEMP. F10 Fahrenheit temperature. Okay, what will this do? So it should write, I think, what does this do? Let me read this again. It should say this. Okay, so this dot underscore ftemp equals ftemp. Okay, that takes care of that. The constructor accepts a Fahrenheit temperature. Cool. In the class, create a getter. So now after the constructor, we create a getter. So get what to obtain the temperature. Let's use this. Okay, are we going to use the same function? I don't know. Create a getter to obtain the temperature in Celsius and a setter to set the temperature in Celsius. Get set go. CALCIUS. और refer करना पड़ेगा. Okay, and then this get. Okay. So we write return this dot underscore ftemp. Unfortunately, we want Celsius. Why are they going Fahrenheit and then Celsius? I have no clue. Achha. Obtain the temperature in Celsius and set the temperature in Celsius. Remember that C equals 5/9. Celsius equals 5/9 multiplied by f minus 32, and so to convert this, you do that, and f equals c into where f is the value of temperature and c is the value of c in temperature in Celsius. When you implement this, you will track the temperature inside the class in one scale, either Fahrenheit or Celsius. Ctemp तो इंस्टेंशिएट नहीं किया. SIUS, not CIUS, sorry. I'm going to refer to this first time. This should be here if the conversion is happening in this set, but I have no clue, seriously no clue what I'm doing about it. Let's see. Then I can't write it here. First we have to convert it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I have no clue what I'm doing, but let's go. What? That's not the way it should go. Okay, use the class keyword to create a thermostat class. Done. Construction accepts a Fahrenheit temperature. It does. It does. In the class created, get it to obtain the temperature in Celsius. So conversion होगा get के अंदर. C becomes C equals this, and then we'll done C. That's it. Let's see. That doesn't make sense. So F will become C. Okay. When you implement this, you will track the temperature inside the class in one scale, either Fahrenheit or Celsius. Yeah. This is the power of a getter creating an API for another user who can get the correct result regardless of which one you try. One formal parameter, जिसको कुछ तकलीफ हो गई. जो one formal parameter, at least one formal parameter. अभी देखते क्या क्या गलती है, क्या क्या आना चाहिए, बराबर है कि नहीं कुछ. तीन चीज़ें ठीक ही. कौन सी? थर्मोस्टैट टेक्स्ट होना चाहिए है, वो भी क्लास से है, फिर कंस्ट्रक्शन मेथड भी है. Should be also be instantiated. It is instantiated. Thank you. The class keyword should be used. बाकी अच्छा ये भी calling the setter with the Celsius value should set the temperature. It also sets the temperature. बाकी का कुछ पता नहीं. A setter should be defined. This is not defined apparently. Let's read why. This F equals C. Okay, let's find out whether our ideas are correct. Get Celsius, get Celsius. That is the weirdest way I've written in the code. Does that kill? Yeah, nothing. Meaning saturated with Fahrenheit only. We mean, okay, so apparently these two are not defined properly. It says should be defined, so I am doing something wrong. Oh, let me open the top chat. Live chat, okay. Back to live chat. I have not defined them properly, I would say, in the way that it will work. When instantiated with a Fahrenheit value, the thermostat should set the correct temperature. We mean this. So when it's instantiated, it should set the correct temperature. 76. We need to store in F. F equals F. Okay. What do? So, two values. Here only one value. We only need one value. Let's look at Yogen. To obtain the temperature in Celsius. Obtain the temperature in Celsius. I think C equals this. We already have someone enters the value 76 and you turn this by running this function. So we do have the value of C. So obtained, yes, the temperature has been obtained, and they send a setter to set the temperature in Celsius. That has been obtained. So if obtaining and setter, so set Celsius new C, so it takes the argument new C. Where is that? Thermostat temperature. So now here should be a setter or a getter called temperature, which is Celsius. Yeah, that's right. If it's not defined, now we say temp is not defined. Where is F? Sorry, F temp then Fahrenheit temperature. We write Celsius equals this. Right and then why not? It's not defined. House. Let's read you again. It says author, and then why say no online if I come up with my words? What is the difference? What do you mean if temp is not defined? It's right there. It's an argument. Okay, this will print novel writer here. When we ask it to print temperature, it will print. Oh, we want to do return this dot underscore Celsius. If temp is still not defined, okay, let's use temp then, and let's see whether they say temp is not defined. Can we read that? Maybe that will make us understand. Function new book anonymous. I can see the argument author here. I do not see it anywhere here. We do see updated author. And is accepted. Is it Celsius is not defined? What do you mean it's not defined? Apparently do I have to write let? I think yeah. Now we write new C. Let's read what this does. So when we instantiate it, we give it the value 76. So this will become 76, 76, 76. And then what do? Then we ask it to run thermostat temperature equals 26. ये कुछ नया पहले पढ़ना चाहिए. We are assigning it a value, we are not reassigning it a value. So apparently there should be a variable that should take the value. So temperature get, it's getting the 26 value will be equals 26. कहाँ पे लिखेंगे? Crazy. Okay. And then temp equals thermostat temperature. So let's read the comments, maybe that will help us. Setting in the Fahrenheit scale. What? But yeah, temp में value store हो गई, ठीक है. If we write let temp equals thermostat temperature, it should convert it and give the answer 24.4. Do you? So apparently, yeah. Now we have a getter and a setter, but calling the setter with the Celsius should be the setter temperature. That is it now setting the temperature. When we are calling when are you even calling the temperature? I do not see any arguments. I'm going to, get some help. I have no clue, and I do not want to spend time like yesterday looking at it. Let's use the hints first. Getters and setters are critical parts of class object. They allow you to control the attributes on the outside. They'll become more prominent when you get started with object-oriented programming. Coming up for now, this is how to manipulate them in ES6. Okay. Create the class thermostat. You're going to put a constructor, getter, and setter in there. Okay. Give the constructor a parameter which you can name anything you want. Unfortunately, I cannot name it anything I want. If I gave it anything I want, it stopped working. Let's find out whether we can do it. If I do this, does it say ftemp? No. If I write, ftemp. Will it say not defined? It does not say not defined. Very good. So we can give it any parameter. Set the parameter to an attribute of the same name. Set the parameter to an attribute. ये नया है. क्या attribute? कौन सा attribute? Remember you are initially setting things in the Fahrenheit temperature. Yes. That's why I'm using ftemp to not confuse myself. Okay, take it. In 3, create a get method that converts the Fahrenheit attribute to Celsius. Use the formula given to you. Okay, so Fahrenheit to Celsius यहाँ पे करने वाले हैं. Let's look at you. Let's read the get. So get temperature. I could also write get temp, but it says temperature, so I have to keep it temp. क्या हो गया, इसको क्या तकलीफ आ गई? हाँ पता है, जाते हैं उस पर. Okay, what does this do? Create a method that converts the Fahrenheit attribute to Celsius. Use the formula given. Fahrenheit attribute. This should become Celsius now. So this should be Fm. Now it will say Fm is not defined. Are you kidding me? It's above you. It's above you. Why do you take it in? How is that even possible? Is there? Yeah, it says let temp equals thermos of temperature. That's why it has been defined. That's why I can use temp and not a temp. But then here it says thermos of temperature. Let temp equals to. We do not have any. This is novel, so I don't think. Yeah, we should be using f temp. Why do you not take it? I have to find it here. You can see it. Am I supposed to write something like dot slash underscore f temp? It's not defined again. What do you mean it's not defined, my friend? Why can't you get it? What is the property that stops you from doing it? Celsius f temp is not defined. What do you mean not defined? I keep asking that question, but yeah. Oh, we have 2 viewers. Thank you for watching. To both of you guys. Or I'm going to read you this underscore Fahrenheit. So they've used Fahrenheit. I've used f temp. Okay. Fahrenheit. Okay. Does this take Fahrenheit in it? No. Okay. This, oh my god, so we have to write it that way. That was very helpful. This dot f temp by. Now Celsius is not defined. Obviously it's not defined. We will get there. We don't need to do that. Oh. Yeah, and this is extra steps. Nicklo. इसको क्या करें? Bye. Cut. Alt delete. Paste. That will return the value of C. Yeah. Okay. Let's try to work with this. The class creator obtain the okay. Set the temperature. So we got the temperature in Celsius. Now we have to set the temperature. Okay. चलो दिमाग फोड़ते हैं और set temperature of Celsius. Let's see whether we are good with the get and setter. Now get setter. With a Celsius value should set the temperature. So now if we write temp equals thermostat temperature, it should return 26. Interesting. Yeah. Refer to you. It says return this Fahrenheit. Oh, we have 3 solutions. Someone wrote it in 3 different ways. Interesting. Why should it return this way? Let's understand. Return this dot Fahrenheit equals Celsius. Achha. I do not get what this is doing, and we have to find out. Okay, return this dot Fahrenheit. So yeah, this will become FM, of course. This will stay Celsius. I see, that's why we had that second formula. F equals Fahrenheit equals. So if someone enters Fahrenheit manually, then it would turn it to Celsius. पढ़ते ना function का काम क्या था? In a class created to obtain the temperature in Celsius, so we obtained it in Celsius and set the temperature in Celsius. एक में obtain है और एक में set है, तो ये लेंगे और फिर उसकी वैल्यू सेट करेंगे FM. Okay, interesting read. 66% complete. Wow. Just a second, guys, I'll take a short break. I've been at this for 2 hours now, almost 2 hours now. Just a second, I'll be back. And I'm back, guys. Let us continue from where we left off. So now we are here and we are going to do some HTML coding. Okay. Yeah, HTML coding, guys. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. So we're going to write some code. Probably we'll use some for functions and whatnot. JavaScript started with a small role to play on an otherwise mostly HTML web. Today it's huge and some websites are built almost entirely with JavaScript. In order to make JavaScript more modular, clean and maintainable, ES6 introduced a way to easily share code among JavaScript files. This involves exporting parts of a file for use in one or more other files and importing the parts you need where you need them. And in order to take advantage of this functionality, you need to create a script in your HTML document with a type of module. This is what we are supposed to make. A script that uses this module type can now use the import and export features you will learn about in the upcoming challenges. Okay, add a script to the HTML document of type module and give it the source file. Script to the HTML type module. Oh, so we are linking a script. Why not just copy this thing? And instead of filename.js, we will use index.js. Index.js will run all the JS files. You should create a script tag. A script tag should have a type attribute with a value name of module. Script tag should have a source of index.js. Cool, very nice. Done. 69% complete. Nice. Are we live? Yes. Okay. Imagine a file called math_functions.js that contains several functions related to mathematical operations. One of them is stored in a variable add that takes in two numbers and returns their sum. We want to use this function in several different JavaScript files. In order to share it with these other files, you first need to export it. So we write the keyword export and then constant and then add equals this. This is the function called add xy. It takes in two values x and y, two arguments x and y, and then it returns x plus y. So above is a common way to export a single function, but you can achieve the same thing like this. So you, instead of writing export here, why? If I just simply write export, why is this better? When you export a variable or function, you can import it in another file and use it without having to rewrite the code. You can export multiple things by repeating the first example for each thing you want to export or by placing them all in the export statement. Acha. That's why. If you want to, not do this for each and every function, then you can simply use the export list and it will export the list. Okay. There are two string related functions in the editor, 1 and 2. Export both of them using the method of your choice. So I can use either this or this. Both of them will work and both of them will work. Export curly brackets and then we write what uppercase string and then lowercase string. Big words, paste, copy and paste and semicolon, and we are good to go. 72% complete. जल्दी ख़त्म करते हैं. Hopefully ये हमें बड़ा headache दे, इससे पहले ख़त्म कर देते हैं. You should properly import uppercase string. You should properly import. Okay. So now there are more steps, extra steps. Import allows you to choose. Oh, so first we exported it. Now we're going to import it. Okay. Import allows you to choose which parts of the file or module to load. In the previous lesson, the examples imported add to the math functions.js file. Here's how you can import it to use it in another file. So we write it this way. Either this way. Here import will find and add in math functions from this file. Import just that function for you to use and ignore the rest. The / tells the import to look for the math functions file in the same folder as the current file. Also, this is for the same folder, whatever the file folder name may be. The relative file path and file extension .js are required when using import in this way. You can import more than one item from the file by adding them in the import statement like this. Then why did you use export? Interesting. Must be something. So yeah, export must be a verified list of some things that you can export. Not everything can be exported. And then you import. We also mentioned importing here. Now instead of u2, we will write uppercase string. string, comma space, lower case, string. Yep, that's it. From what? Not from math functions. We will import it from that will become uppercase string, lowercase string, and string underscore functions. So instead of you, we'll write string. So that's it. And then we can run this function here. Yeah. Now we will also import everything from a file. Use, yeah, we remember this from C. I remember this from C. So suppose you have a file and you wish to import all of its contents into the current file. This can be done with the import asterisk as syntax. Here's an example. So import as myMath module for this. So whenever we call myMath module, we will be able to use myMath module. I'm sure all the libraries work this way when you're importing a library. The above import statement will create an object called myMath module. This is just a variable name. You can name it anything. The object will contain all of the exports from math functions in it, so you can access the functions like you would add any other object. So math module पहले हम लोग import करेंगे, फिर जो भी हमें फंक्शन रन करना है वो हम रन करेंगे, उसके जो भी आर्गुमेंट्स डालने हैं, और हमें ये आंसर दे देगा. It will return a console log value. Okay. Same way subtract whatever. Yeah. The same way. If we use this, I will write. I understand what we have to do, but पहले पढ़ लेते हैं. What is this? ठीक है, ये functions. इसको read करने की ज़रूरत नहीं. I understand what they're saying. I'll use import asterisk as u, and then from I have to refer to, so string underscore functions dot js. That's it. Let's check whether there are any typos. So import asterisk as string functions from string functions dot js. That's it. Semicolon please. Done. Now yeah, कुछ की तकलीफ अगली आप import as लिखा ना, import asterisk as. Is this not the correct asterisk? import asterisk as string functions. क्या चाहिए तुम्हें? सिंगल कोट्स में चाहिए. That is invalid. Why is this not valid? क्या करती है? What do you mean properly use? Isn't this what you did? import space. This is okay. You know what? Instead of you, I'll type this again. It still says fine. Is there a different asterisk? Yeah, this. They're the same thing. What is your problem then? I am properly using it. Are we supposed to put 2 spaces? No. Am I supposed to write dot slash? Yes. So dot slash was missing. Yeah, it was missing. Yeah, okay. Create an export fallback with export default. In the export lesson, you learned about the syntax referred to as named export. This allowed you to make multiple functions and variables available for use in other files. There is another export syntax you need to know, known as export default. Usually you will use this syntax if only one value is being exported from a file. It is also used to create a fallback value for a file or module. Now I think we are going to mix JavaScript and HTML and CSS. that is going to cause quite a commotion, I believe. Okay. So this is the export. So simple, yeah, पीछे लिख दो export and default before any function, and that only that and only that will be sent. So function, yeah, they're showing us different ways. So if we have a function this way instead of this way, then it would still work the same way. The first is a name function, the second is an anonymous function. Yeah, this is a named function. You can see the name add. This is an anonymous function. Is used to declare a fallback value for a module or file. You can only have one value to be a default export in each module or file. Additionally, you can use export default with variable let or constant. The following function should be the fallback for the module. Sorry, should have copied that. Export default, copy, paste, space, export default function, done. Should use an export fallback. Done. Very nice. In the last challenge, you learned about export default and its uses. To import a default export, you need to use different import syntax. In the following example, add is the so the syntax differs in one key place. The imported value and is not surrounded by curly braces, and here is simply a variable name for whatever the default export of the math functions.js file is. You can use any name here when importing a default. So import and subtract. The function here is subtract, so I'll use subtract. And what is this? This is also math functions. If you nctins functions.js cool semicolon, we are good to go. पढ़ लेते हैं और कुछ था नहीं, then we imported it properly. A promise in JavaScript is exactly what it sounds like. You use it to make a promise to do something using asynchronously, not existing or occurring at the same time. So promise to do something not at the same time. When the task completes, you either fulfill your promises or fail to do so. Promise is a constructor function, so you need to use the new keyword to create one. It takes a function as an argument with two parameters, resolve and reject. Let's read that. These are methods used to determine the outcome. So we have a constant, we have a variable called myPromise, where it instantiates promise, the class promise, but it is in itself a constructor function. It takes two arguments, resolve and reject, and then what, and then the bracket ends here. Interesting. Whatever promise you want. Create a new promise called make server request. Pass in a function with resolve and reject parameters as the constructor. Literally this, but instead I think we're going to change something. So command C. That's it. Pass in a function with resolve and reject parameters to the constructor. Allow spacing. Sorry. Pass in a function, ठीक है. What do you mean resolve and reject? Okay. Is not defined. Oh. I don't know what I'm supposed to write. I'm going to not reset. I'm going to get some help. Close this. Okay, there's only a solution. What? Oh, okay. So my promise, this should have become my server request. Literally, that's it. So instead of my promise, it should have become. Come on. It was it. I wasted my thoughts. 90% done, guys. Sorry, but yeah. A promise has 3 states: pending, fulfill, and rejected. Resolve, reject. Oh. If true, resolve. If not true, reject. Okay, the promise you created in the last challenge is forever stuck in the pending state because you did not add a way to complete the promise. The resolve and reject parameters given to the promise argument are used to do this. You can see that. Resolve is used when you want your promise to succeed, and reject is used when you want it to fail. These are methods that take an argument as seen below. Okay, condition here, and then you write this. Okay, the example above uses strings for the argument of these functions, but it can really be anything. Often it might be an object that you would use data from to put on your website or elsewhere. Oh, okay. Make the promise handle success and failure. If response from server is true, call the resolve method to successfully complete the promise. Pass resolve a string with the value we got the data if the result is false. Okay. So they've created a promise for us. Thank you. Change this line. It literally says we are supposed to change this line. If this responds true, then you write this. Otherwise, you write this. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Okay. उठाते ना resolve and reject. Okay. क्या करना है? Pass resolve a string with the value of we got the data. So when it's resolved, we write this. When it's true, I want you to write we got the data. So when it's true, that will be inside you. Much better. Okay, we write resolve, and in this we put the code. Oh, sorry. Maybe not. I do not like the color. Yeah, color doesn't matter then. Okay. And in the else statement, we write reject. As you can see, resolve and reject. In this, in the double quotes, we write data not received. Very nice. This is probably how code works. I think I solved it. No, पढ़ते हैं वापस. Promise was fulfilled. Yeah, semicolon. ये कहाँ से आ गया? Okay. Resolve, we got the data not received, reject. Okay. I think that's it. पता नहीं क्यों नहीं हुआ. I must have been because of double quotes. Single quotes. Quotes. I think ये ख़त्म कर देंगे. ख़त्म करने के बाद I'm going to take a short break. Take a break. Promises are most useful when you have a process that takes an unknown amount of time in your code, something asynchronous, often a server request. When you make a server request, it takes some amount of time, and after it completes, you usually want to do something with the response from the server. This can be achieved by using the then method. The then method is executed immediately after your promise is fulfilled with resolve. Here's an example. My promise, the then result equals this. Okay. पढ़ने दो वापस. Promises are most useful when you have a process that takes an unknown amount of time in your code. अच्छा वो promise अगर हो गई तो फिर then क्या करना है? Often a server request, when you make a server request, it takes some amount of time, and after it completes, you usually want to do something with the response. It does. So after some time, use something that is smaller than this can be achieved by using the then method. The then method is executed immediately after you promise. Yeah, I understand this now. Here's an example. This is a syntax. Where will it be? ये विकल्प लिखेंगे. यही मैंने लिखा था अभी थोड़ी देर पहले. Result comes from the argument given to the resolve method. Yeah. Okay. And the then method, add the then method to your promise. यहाँ पे space है, इसको देख के ऐसा लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे then डालना है, but I'm not sure. It says to your promise, so I think yeah, inside it. Okay. My promise की जगह make server request होगा, ठीक है, चलो. Use result as a parameter. Use result as the parameter of this callback function. Okay. Instead we write make dot server, not make dot, make server request. इसके लिए then को हम लोग उठाएंगे. Result is this. Of its callback function and log result to the console. Yup, that was the fastest. I added this line of code and it worked. That was the fastest. Yup. 97% complete. Very nice. 97% complete. This I think is the last one. Now we are catching something. Handle a rejected promise with catch. Catch is the method used when your promise has been rejected. हाँ तो जैसे अला गायब हो गया. अच्छा, it was supposed to be here. Okay. So the way we wrote then, we will write catch as well. Okay. It is executed immediately. Okay. My promise catch dot error. Error is the हाँ मतलब error करे तो क्या करने का, resolve हो जाए तो क्या करने का. Pretty clear actually. Error is the argument. Add the catch method to your promise. Use error as a parameter of this callback function and log error into the console. Literally, I'm going to copy these and log it. चलो निकलो paste करो. Instead of this will become cache. See that, and this will become error. I'll copy you. Paste. That should do it. Let's see. I can see there is a weird semicolon that's okay. Is there an error? Console.log error. क्या कॉपी पेस्ट किया देखते हैं. चलो 2 लाइन है ना. ओके, copy you, add the catch method, right? So instead of this, where is the unexpected code? Okay. Yeah, so ERROR literally catch it. Why is there a semicolon here? I mean, why is that incorrect? Unexpected code. Why do you find that to be unexpected? What is this end? Is that why? Same way. हाँ फाइनली बे नहीं नहीं चाहिए अच्छा obviously that will happen now I understand ये कर दिया ठीक है yeah this should be twice this should also be here and it says data matrix 100% complete guys yeah actually very nice. So we are done with ES6 and we are also done with the basic JavaScript. 29 out of 29, 113 out of 113. Good stuff. Yes. So yeah, that happened, guys. Now I'm going to take I'm going to take a short, quick break, and I'll be back with you guys in what time is it? It's already 1:45. So what I'll do is I'm going to take a short break, maybe an hour long break. Yeah. Good going. Thank you so much, Jeet. Yeah, so I've already been live for some time. I think 2.5 hours or not. There were some issues with the live video as well. So yeah. Anyway, so I'll take some breather and I'll join you guys in the next live session. Until then, see you. Tata, ciao, Jai Shri Krishna. Ciao is of course ciao. I think it's Italian. Yeah, it's Italian. Ciao, Jai Shri Krishna. Bye bye. See you when I see you in the next live video.